Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Jazzy, aka DizzyDreamer92. Welcome back to my channel. This is a really important video that I wanted to make because it's something that is super, well, I mean, it's constantly on my heart, and especially so this time of the year. Because this week, well, today is actually World Suicide Prevention Day, and normally this day is in the middle of a week, and it's normally in the middle of National Suicide Prevention Week. So today is actually World Suicide Prevention Day, which marks the beginning of National Suicide Prevention Week. And I feel like it's just super important that I sit down and I chat with you guys. I am in a different recording space than usual. I'm not in my bedroom. Full disclosure, I'm in my bathroom. I just figured it'd be a nice place to record and not disturb my roommate and everything. But yeah, I didn't want to let this year go by without me making a video, because this is something that I feel very strongly about, and it's something that I very much so believe, like, for, personal reasons as well as others, God gave me a heart for people who are broken and people who are hurting and people who struggle with these things. And so I really wanted to just have a quick chat. Hopefully this won't turn into too long of a vlog, because I kind of just want it to be a quick thing that people can watch and maybe be encouraged, like hopefully be encouraged, because I really would like to, if I could have even just one person walk away from this feeling like encouraged or hopeful or anything, like that would be amazing. So basically, this is the start of National Suicide Prevention Week. September is, I think it's Suicide Awareness Month. I probably have that wording wrong, so forgive me. But this is super important, and I know that this is a topic that not a lot of people want to talk about, and this is something that most people, want to just kind of keep hush hush, and the big reason is because there is a lot of stigma that surrounds things like mental illness, and suicide and self-harm and addiction. But I'm here to tell you, and that these are not things that you have to be ashamed of. These are not things that you have to be silent about. That you are not alone if you ever find yourself in these dark places or wrestling with these deep questions that you yourself might not be able to answer. And that there is hope and there is help. I would encourage you guys, because especially, like, I'm 25, and I find myself in a position where I'm very blessed to be alive, because I know that if things had gone any other way, if God had a different plan for my life, there's a very good chance that I would not be sitting here in front of this camera recording this video for you guys. Because, just to be totally transparent, like, I've dealt with these things. I have dealt with suicidal thoughts. I have dealt with self-harm. I have dealt with depression most of my life. I have anxiety. I have dealt with these different things, and, like, I know exactly what it's like to be in that place where you feel like you're trapped, and you feel like no matter how much you want help or how much you want to get out of it, like, it just feels so hopeless. And guys, I want to talk about this because of the fact that it is so uncomfortable to talk about. Like, it's not easy, to tell people, like, hey, this is how I'm struggling, especially when it comes to things like depression. Like, if you do something, like, if you get sick or you break your arm, like, you don't pretend like you're not sick. You don't pretend like the break didn't happen. Like, it's obvious it's there. But, like, when it's, like, something that's going on in your head, like, I totally understand, and I know it's so hard sometimes to just explain what's going on when you yourself might not even understand. Part of, this week, I don't know if I've talked about it. I feel like I have talked about my love for Troy Love in Her Arms on this channel before. But, so if you don't know, I am forever indebted and forever love Traloha, which was founded by Jamie Torkowski in 2006. And for the past, I think this is like the 4th year, each National Suicide Prevention Week, they give a theme to the week. And there's been sorry, I have it written down. I don't want to get this wrong. Like, there's no one else can play your part, then we'll see you tomorrow. And last year was and so I kept on living, which was really powerful. And this year, the theme, I guess, for this is just really simple. It's simply stay. Stay and find what you were made for. And I think that's really powerful, because I think, and I think this, and I know this because of being in that place and feeling hopeless and feeling like the only way out is to end it, is just staying and seeing, like, what plans God has for your life. And, like, fine, maybe you don't believe in God, and, I would encourage you maybe to, talk to somebody and maybe come to know God. But, like, your life is so sacred and so special, and you were meant for so much more than these dark, moments and these dark things. And there's this lie about things like depression and stuff, about depression and self-harm and suicide, and it says that we can't talk about it. But the only way that we are ever going to really fight against stigma and people's misunderstanding of these things is by talking about it. So it's so important. And even though, like, I always feel weird making these videos, not that I make these videos very often, but, like, sometimes it's hard to be honest. But it's like, even though I'm sitting behind a camera, like, I still want to be honest with you guys, because I know that there are some of you that are going to watch this that know me personally, so, like, I can't always, like, put a mask on and hide what's going on. Like, you can ask my roommate. Like, she looks at me sometimes and she's like, I know you're going through something, what's going on? But, like, even with those of you out there that are going to watch this and you don't know me, like, I just want to, like, extend honesty to you. And, like, we have to have these honest conversations. Like, that's the only way. Like, that's literally the only way we're ever going to fight stigma. And, because of the fact that we have to talk about it, like, I have these things here that I wish I had prepared better to just kind of, like, remember and read off to you guys, but because of the fact that I ramble and I can sometimes go this way or that way, like, I'm just going to read this because this is so important. And, I'm sorry, guys. According to the World Health Organization, 800,000 people die by suicide globally each year, and that translates into one person every 40 seconds, which is scary if you think about it. The Center for Disease Control, CDC, reports that 121 Americans die by suicide each day, and 93 of those people are men. So this isn't just a woman's issue, this is a men's issue too, it's universal. Recent research tells us the suicide rate for girls between the ages of 15 and 19 reached a 40-year high in 2015. Between 2007 and 2015, the suicide rate for these girls doubled. We know that the rate of suicide is 4 times greater for LGBTQ youth and 2 times greater for questioning youth compared to straight youth. 40% of transgender adults have made a suicide attempt, and 92 of those attempts occurred before the age of 25. The Surgeon General reports people of color, both adults and children, are less likely than their white counterparts to receive mental health care, needed mental health care. And we know that every day in America alone, 20 veterans die by suicide. And, that's a lot of statistics, and that's a lot of information, but that just goes to show you that this is not just, a one-person issue. This is an issue that affects everybody, no matter the color of your skin, no matter your sexual orientation, no matter what God you believe in. It affects so many people, and it goes unseen at times because, again, it just goes back to stigma. In all honesty, guys, I don't know who's going to watch this video. I don't know if this is going to help anybody. Of course, my sincerest hope is that it does. But, if there's anything I could say, it's just the fact that I encourage you, if you watch this video and if you are in a bad place mentally, or maybe you're not even in a super bad place, you're just questioning things and you feel like you have questions that you need answered, but you don't know if there even is an answer or whatnot, like, I would encourage you to reach out. And I know that's scary, and I know how scary it can be to literally open your mouth and say, like, I need help. It's terrifying, but The truth is that there is help out there, and with that help comes hope. And you know, if you have the means, if you can sit across from a counselor for the first time, I highly encourage it, because sometimes just talking it out can be so helpful. And you know, and if you're somebody that, you know, you're in a place where you're like, I know I can't afford counseling, there is a great resource that I will link in the description box down below, called 7 Cups of Tea. And what's cool about 7 Cups of Tea is I've personally used it when I've, you know, felt really just like trapped and, you know, depressed and, you know, just out. And it's a great tool. Like, you can talk to somebody anonymously. You do have to, I think you get like 10 minutes before they make you like do a profile, but it's anonymous, and you can just talk to somebody that will just talk you through whatever you're going through and will be there to help you. It's a great resource. Again, I'll put that in the link down below in the description. I also will link to Write Love on Her Arms, because they also have really great resources. And again, if you're in a bad place, and again, I just encourage you, like, please, like, your life is so precious and your life is so sacred, and you were meant for so much more, and this is not how your story has to end. Please don't hurt yourself or kill yourself tonight. And you know, guys, if you watch this video, and if you're one of my friends who has never struggled with mental illness, or if you're somebody that's not in a dark place, like, what I would encourage you guys to do is to, of course, sorry guys, my nose itches, is to educate yourself. These are real issues, you know, and these are not things that, you know, like, depression is not sadness. Like, it's not something like that. It's not like a light switch. It's not something that people can just turn on and off. And these are real things, and that I would encourage you that if you know of friends, or you know a family or whatever that are going through these things, be gentle. Because I know that if you don't understand it, it's hard to comprehend what someone's going through. But I would just encourage you to reach out to those people and to treat them with the utmost kindness, and you know, encourage them, because encouragement can go such a long way. Guys, you know, I'm not totally sure how to end this video, and you know, as National Suicide Prevention Week, you know, goes forth, like, you know, my hope is that we can continue to fight against stigma, and we can continue to just care and love for one another. You know, we live in a very dark and scary world, and there's a lot of hate, and there's a lot of racism, and there's a lot of misunderstanding of people, and you know, the only way things are going to get better is if we come together. And I think I'm going to end this video here, guys. I love your faces so very much, and I am so proud of you, person watching this, for how far you've come and how far you're going to go. Your story is not over. Your story does not have to be over. I sincerely hope that you stay, and you stay because there is so much time left to be surprised. There are so many good things and so many good blessings that are coming your way. I promise. Trust me, take it from somebody that has been there and, you know, is very blessed to be alive. It gets better. I love your guys' faces so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to, please give me a like. Please subscribe. Please comment down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Stay. Happy National Suicide Prevention Week. Let's go make a difference.